Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We are out here, baby. We're in nature. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana. We got a question that came in from someone who said that they feel really, really awkward when approaching women. And I got a question about how can they overcome this. A woman also wrote to me saying that she feels really shy approaching guys. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. We ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? There. So let's dive into it. How to approach men, women. Let me share with you what's helped me along my journey. Let me give you 10 reasons why you're having problems approaching women or men. Let's talk about some breakthrough solutions, right? So along my early journey, I started to realize I was really scared of other people. Okay? Because sometimes you want to talk to someone, but then you freeze up. Like, what's that about? Beautiful weather, you're feeling in the mood, you see someone, and you just want to say hi, but you can't. Let's start with number 1. A reason why you're having problems approaching anybody, even the cat down the road. The 10-second rule. Now, this is what's helped me in becoming my greatest version. You see, when I was growing up, sometimes there would be a girl I like, and I would just freeze up. There might be a guy you like right now. Ladies. Okay? And you are waiting. You're just watching. That's creepy. Stop staring at me, please. So 10-second rule, how this works is that you have 10 seconds to approach someone. If you see them at the beach, in the park, maybe at your workplace, if you just want to say hi, just a friendly chat, like, what's up? You can't even do that, right? Don't worry about it. I couldn't for a long time. Then I said, okay, I get it now. Because I am creating these people I've never met as like monsters. And I'm just staring at them. Buddha said the problem is you think you've got time. Slow motion that side. Okay, by the time you twist and turn, pew, yeah, they've gone. And you're like, oh, if only I had said something. That's right. You could have got married to them, for goodness sakes. Look, what happens when you act within 10 seconds? You don't have time to analyze. You don't have time to analyze, to judge them. What keeps us from approaching certain people we want to talk to? I'm asking you right now. Think about it. That's it. Judgment. Judgment is why you freeze, because you're staring at that person, staring at them, and now you're judging them. And now you're like, I can't approach them because you've made them bigger than they actually are. You got to start removing that filter. You do this by giving yourself 10 seconds. If you don't do it within 10 seconds, what makes you think you can do it within 10 minutes? Slow motion that side. It's only going to be harder. The longer you leave it, the harder it's going to be. Okay, so that's a great solution. Act now. Another reason why you're having problems approaching the woman of your dreams, the man of your dreams, is because you are placing them on a pedestal. This is what I used to do along my early journey. I would see someone and say, gosh, they're too good for me. Like, they are way up here and I'm like down here. Not anymore, right? Because I built my confidence level up. But you see, if you are in this predicament, chances are you're feeling shy, nervous, anxious, because you are placing that person on a pedestal, forgetting everybody goes to the toilet just like you. Woo! Isn't that a weight off your shoulders? right? They're only human. Anytime you are in fear of approaching someone, you've got approach anxiety, say, they're only human. Okay? You got to remind yourself of that, because a lot of times we think other people are like aliens, extraterrestrials. Never that. So, solution, take them off the pedestal. Don't look up to me. No. Don't look down to me. No. Meet me eye level. See people eye level. Stop playing with your phone. Right? That's what happens when we want to approach someone. We bring out our phone. We use a prop. And once again, it makes it even harder because we're not in the present moment. When you're in the present moment, you can actually realize that we're just human beings. And yeah, everybody's got issues. They've got problems. So go for it. You got nothing to lose, my friends. What's the third reason you're having problems approaching someone that you really want to? Now, 7-day vegan challenge. This is what I call the area of interest. Now, I've been a vegan for over 11 years. People who dive deep should know that. But if I'm just meeting you for the first time, I know nothing about what you eat. Once again, food and love go together. Like bees and nectar, baby. So, you gotta ask yourself, what area of interest do I have with this person? Now, if you start making a healthy eating event, a lot of people are going to come there who share a similar area of interest as you. Okay? So can you see how by you sharing your food journey, you start meeting people based on that resonant frequency of what you're eating, and they like grapes too, they like strawberries, they love kale, and they definitely love avocado just like you. How many did you buy the other day? Like 4 or 5? Well, they bought the same amount. Now you've got an area of interest to talk about, something in common, and it starts with the food. Okay, a lot of women say, I can't find a good vegan man. I say, I know it's hard right now, but don't worry about it. They're here. Okay? You gotta have a sense of humor, baby. What's the fourth reason you're having problems approaching women or men? Now, let's just say, ladies, you want to talk to a guy. Fellas, let's just say you want to talk to a beautiful woman. You find the one you love doing what you love. Let me repeat that. You find the one you love doing what you love. Many times you might want to approach somebody, but once again, there is a lot of resistance because you're trying to force it, but also you think that I don't have any options. Okay? People of high celebrity, they don't need to keep approaching people because they are already living their purpose. Okay, these famous singers and whatnot, they are already in alignment to their purpose, so they naturally attract everything they need. Slow motion that side. When I was making videos back in the day, yeah, I met my girlfriend. We're not together anymore, but it was amazing. Okay, and then I keep meeting people. The possibilities are endless once you are living your purpose. Okay, it's what I call men of purpose, women of purpose. You've heard the saying, every woman loves a man in uniform. Why? Because they're doing stuff. They're busy in their purpose. That's the difference. That's why these men attract any woman they desire. That's why these women attract any man they desire, because they're so focused on their purpose, right? They're running a vegan restaurant. I'm going to be there. Everybody's going to be there. We're going to eat all the food, and you're going to be like, where the hell did it go? You find the one you love doing what you love. Get into your purpose. And then even when you're approaching people, when you're approaching people, you have more confidence because you're like, look, I'm good, right? Goes on to the fifth sign why you're having problems approaching someone is because of this. Let's just say you are relaxing and someone comes in front of you and you're like, what the hell are you doing? I'm just trying to relax. You know how many women tell me guys just approach them, they're just trying to sleep, so they got to put in earphones, right? Yeah, we got a lot of people diving deep. They tell me a lot of crazy stuff. So, hidden agendas. What are your ulterior motives? What do you want? Now, if you don't want anything from somebody, but you want to give them something, approaching people is a lot more easier. That's why people who live their purpose, they're already coming from a realm of abundance. If you are living in a scarcity mindset, then it's like, okay, I want something, but you act like you don't. Okay, so you got to understand, and overstand what you actually want when you're approaching this person. Do I just want a friendly chat? Do I want to take them home? Do I want them to play with me and the cat down the road? What do you want? And you got to be open about it. Say, hey, I just think you're amazing. You just look amazing. That's honest. You see, women love honesty. Men love honesty. Like, ladies, sometimes you feel, okay, I can't approach a guy because he's going to feel I'm too easy. And I say, absolutely not. Look, I'm a psychologist, right? I work with the subconscious mind. If you come to a guy and say, hi, a lot of guys will be flattered. They'll be thrilled because people just aren't doing that anymore. But you move into the area of interest. You start diving deeper, you start talking, and then it all makes sense, right? That's how to approach people with 100% confidence, baby, because we are only human. Let's talk about the sixth reason why you're having problems approaching women or men. Look, you have a grading system. Oh, that guy's really handsome. He's a 9 out of 10. Oh, he's like a 5. Oh, that woman, yeah, she's like a 5. Oh, that girl, she's like a 10. Look, by grading people, you separate, you make them separate, okay? Realize that. Let me repeat that. By grading different people, you create separation. Separation is the foundation of all fear. So if I say, okay, this woman is so beautiful and this one isn't, they're just different. You can't even compare beauty because everybody is totally unique. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Slow motion that side. So I always tell people, if you want to overcome approach anxiety, take away the grading system. Stop saying this girl's a 10, this man's a 5, No, you don't want to do that, because now, ever notice if you want to approach someone you're not attracted to, it's a lot easier. If you're attracted to someone, then it's a lot harder, because the anxiety is built upon your grading system. You've labeled them a 10. But what if you're only a 5 yourself? Which means, of course, you're going to be like, oh, I'm not worthy to be in their presence. Take away the grading system. See people as unique individuals and realize that you have a lot to offer, they have a lot to offer, and then just dance into the sunset. It's so easy. What's number 7? Okay, the 7th reason you're having problems approaching someone is because, look, I get it. You feel everybody is more confident than you. Oh, but Ralph, they look so perfect. They've got like the perfect selfies on Instagram. Like, who am I to even be in their presence? You've got no confidence, no self-esteem because you feel everybody is better than you. I'm here to remind you of your greatness. I'm here to tell you that I used to be the same way back. Over time, I had to build my confidence. I had to realize that actually, I got a lot to offer people. And now, we're seeing the proof of that. Because if you can work on cultivating the self-love, okay, the self-love is really the secret that will make you feel worthy to be in anybody's presence. How do we generate self-love? By going to the place where you find your greatest power. So for me, it's skating. For me, it's breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Yeah. I got no issues. Well, I still do actually, but I'm working on them. Hey. Okay. So realize everybody is probably about as nervous as you are. Okay, so never think that everybody has it figured out. Everybody is going through problems, they've got issues, and nobody's perfect. We're all work in progress. And once you realize that, you realize a lot of people really do want to talk, because we've become so disconnected with our phones and iPads that a lot of people like really crave talking to someone. Like that's like, who does that nowadays? Like even the cat down the road is like, who does it? Like we don't even know who does it anymore. Okay, what's number 8? The 8th reason you're having problems approaching women or men is because you are afraid of rejection. You see, we aren't afraid of approaching people. We're actually afraid of being rejected. Slow motion that side. I know rejection hurts, right? I've been rejected like a lot of times. How does that make you feel? Good. Great. That's what you're supposed to feel. Guess what? Every single person you see has been rejected at some point if they are social, right? Sometimes growing up, you go to parties and stuff, you just talk to people and they're like, sorry, no, this, and that's fine. Like you got to remove that mindset that you can never be rejected unless you reject yourself. And that's what I had to discover to realize, actually, look, I get it. We feel rejected because we are taking things personally. Some people aren't meant for you, but whatever is meant for you will always find its way. Slow motion, that's like, Let me repeat that. Whatever's meant for you will always find its way. Okay, we are living in a multi-dimensional universe. People are having past lives, right? We're coming back. So who we are meeting now, we have always known they've always been a part of us. So realize that there is no accident. There are no accidents. Everything happens for a reason, and therefore you aren't even in control. You are not even in control of what this other person does. So if they reject you, realize, okay, I get it. They are not part of my life journey. Move on to the next one. If they reject you, they are not part of my life journey. They are not part of my life journey. Move on to the next one. They reject you. Oh my gosh, you keep getting rejected. Well, start dancing, baby. Oh, once you are dancing, then you'll meet the one. Okay? Look, you got to start realizing this, that you got to move into your purpose. There's a reason why a lot of people don't know their life purpose. Therefore, their relationships are a mirror of that. Once I moved into my life purpose, I found great relationships, great people. Abundance came. Every day I wake up with a bunch of grapes in my mouth and it feels fantastic. What's the 9th reason you're having problems meeting someone? How to approach women and men, okay? Look, what happens when you start assuming? Assumptions make bad conclusions. It's hard right now for you because you think you already know people. You say, once again, going back to judgment being the foundation of fear, you say, I know what they're like, even before they open their mouth. You judge them, not the other way around. That's why there's a separation. There is a separation because of your judgment. So take away the judgment, okay? Actually walk to people with a blindfold on and say, hi, right? That will work. That will work, definitely, okay? So realize that you don't want to start assuming who people are. Let them reveal themselves to you. Let me repeat that. You don't want to start assuming who people are. Let them reveal themselves to you. And then it's a lot easier because you don't have to be a mind reader. That's what creates the stress, the anxiety. And once you free yourself of that, you're just happier. Because you're like, okay, I don't want to assume who this person is. I'm just going to say, what's up? And then see how they respond, okay? And lastly, number 10, the 10th reason why you're having problems approaching someone. How do we approach anybody? I talk about environment, how important environment is, okay? A lot of us, we're not in the right environment, therefore we don't meet the right people. So what helped me along my journey was to say, okay, if I'm in nature, I make pretty much all my videos in nature. Like, people who love nature contact me because I'm in the right environment. Now, look at it like this. A lot of people, they are in artificial environments. A lot of people, they spend all their time at work. And what happens? They only end up meeting people who don't really dive deep. They're only focused on working, and more working. Okay? So what helped me along my journey was to say this, that we got a massive tractor coming over there. Okay? Cutting the grass. Like, if you are approaching people, never have a tractor doing that. It's so natural, isn't it? We're so natural. Look, okay. The 10th reason you can't approach people is because what happens? We feel if I'm in the wrong environment, I will find the right person. Magically. No. It's just not going to happen. Artificial environments that we place ourselves in, maybe a job we're not resonating with, yeah, it's going to be harder to approach people because you don't feel comfortable. You don't feel at peace. So once you place yourself into the right environment, which is an environment which makes you happy, you will feel more comfortable. Okay? So step into the right environment today. Say, where do I feel most happy? Chances are, if you go to that place, you're going to have reduced stress level. So when you actually see someone, you're going to feel calmer, you're going to have more confidence, and you're going to feel fantastic. A lot of us, we want to approach people in high stress environments. Sometimes when they're rushing somewhere, maybe they're downtown, they're about to go to work. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, so come into nature. That's what helped me along my journey. I just come into nature and I start meeting people. Okay, but more so, the right environment, I am living my purpose every single day. This is the right environment. And that's how you find the confidence to realize you are worthy of approaching anyone. And now you will naturally attract everything you need. Feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? There. Have a beautiful day, baby. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana. We're out here, we're in nature, getting high. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You!